Hello and welcome. My name is John Hobby and welcome to the grand finale of the Great Poker Chip Adventure. You throw your Benjamins on the table, what kind of chips are you going to get? Well, in Las Vegas here, you can get any number of chips. Let's have a quick look here at what we're looking at today. This is not an extensive collection. This is just a couple of little chips that we've collected here in Las Vegas, New York, New York. Caesar's Palace. Notice Paulson top hat and cane symbol right there on the inlay. Look at all the Bellagio. You're looking at the Bellagio right there. Quick representation of some chips there. Look how filthy these are. I love this patina to the chips. I'm going to wash my hands after this, obviously, but it's a really cool patina. Here's some Aria right next door. By the way, we're in the Vdara right now. And I may post pictures and a little discussion about it on the website, hobbyphilic.hobbyjohn.com. That's the current website. Planet Hollywood, these are filthy. Don't even want to know where those have been. Don't even want to know. So you can see they're all Paulson chips. Unfortunately, in the consumer market, Paulson no longer produces them as of 2015. And of course, in the future, that's subject to change. Hopefully they come back with some of their awesome chips for the consumer market. So what are we left with here in the Great Poker Chip Adventure? What am I going to recommend to you? Well, we're finally going to narrow it down to what I'm going to consider the big three categories that I would recommend to you. For starters, when you're in the casino throwing these chips around, you don't really notice the quality. It's more when you examine them closely that you really appreciate the quality. However, they are pretty durable and they have a great feel to them. So if you want to kind of capture that without finding a used set of Paulsons, what do I recommend? Top of the list, number one, we're just going to start with number one, Milano, all right? Now, a lot of people are going to be like, what? Why Milano? There are other China clays out there that a lot of people like more. The Milanos are readily available. Now, that's one of the key points for this video. It's for the masses. It's not just for collectors, for people who want a really boutique set. The Milanos, in my opinion, are one of the best feeling chips for the money that's readily available. You can get these anywhere on like big sites like Amazon.com. You can get them from the small little vendors. The Milanos are number one recommended for the masses. Okay, now a lot of people may not like the feel of the Milanos. If you want, or there have been in the past thickness issues with the Milanos. If you're concerned about any of that, I like the idea of ceramics. Now, this is a category, all right, not one particular chip. So real quick, if you're looking for something a little more pricey in the ceramic world, go with the, for example, Tiki Kings, all right? This is made by the company that bought out Chipco, and that's the Palm Gaming, so the PGI company. Any of their chips are very, very reasonable. You can customize your own chips, kind of high end. Along with the high end, we have Nevada Jack. Now, Nevada Jack, they put a lot of effort into this design. It has a great feel to it. Pretty good graphics. The Wild Bill Hickok thing going on here. Recommend it as well, all right? But if you don't want to spend that much, you get pretty good consistency with either the Scroll or the Laurel ceramics. The sun's starting to get into view here. So either one of these is also a very reasonable ceramic. Now, it just depends on how much you're willing to pay, what your budget is, on whether you're going to get some high-end, more expensive ceramics or some less expensive ceramics. So that's the second category. And finally, people are like, well, what's the third one? I still maintain, being here in Vegas, playing with the Paulson chips in a casino, you really can't tell much of a difference between something that's less expensive, like a next gen. Obviously, if there were a metal insert, you know from my previous videos, I'm not a huge fan of the metal insert chips. So I would recommend the next gen, understanding that if you're going to get into a set like the next gen, that you are very well aware that this is a low-end set, all right? This is not going to have the same feel as a Paulson. Examining them close, they're not going to have the same quality. They have a similar weight, however, they are pretty different, all right? And I'm not super happy with some of the colors or the design, but as far as a functional poker chip that's inexpensive, that you can get for easily under $100 for a set of 300, the next gen Pro Classics here are just a phenomenal set for what you get, and throwing them around the table, playing poker or craps or whatever, you're not going to really notice the difference unless you take some time to stop everything and examine them. So the next gen, for me, are a great travel set. They're inexpensive. I'm not worried about losing them. It's just an amazing value for your money. So there you have it. China clays. If you're looking for something more unique, you can find them. But the Milanos are probably the most common, readily available China clays. Any ceramic, find one with a design that you like and go with it. You notice I didn't put the Nile clubs in here. I haven't been super happy with the Nile club quality control. But if that's what you want, go for that. But ceramics are very reasonable. And finally, the next gen Pro Classics are something I would prefer over the metal insert style chips. There are lots of companies that make those. Thank you so much for following me in this great series. Enjoy the beautiful, beautiful scenery here. Let me adjust my camera a little bit here so you can see what I'm looking at on a beautiful day here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your support. And I will be back with more interesting gaming poker chip videos.